Shines in the light, a glorifies my soul and eyes. The rain stops into the night. I walk in shadows of the moonlight. When the time is right and the stars shine bright, I'll kiss my lady through the night. Oh, my lady, do you hear all those whispers in your ear? I walk in shadows of the moonlight. Starstruck and stuck in time, it always seems to seem alright. My thoughts inside, I miss it day and night. There's only one reason to stay up all night. Shadows of the moonlight. I'm slipping away, it's almost time. Take my hand, my lady, please don't cry. Hold me forever until I die. Don't be lonely, I'm by your side. I walk in the shadows of the moonlight.
Hello, my beautiful crime family. This afternoon or evening or whenever this comes out, this is not live. It is not live. So I can't say hi to everybody singly. So But I say hi to all of you beautiful people because you guys are beautiful. You sent me some information, and you know what? I'll have to look up. I'm not sure who it was. I should have went and looked beforehand, but somebody gave me some names last night, and I went and did my job and did my investigating. And I really want to welcome this J. Embree'S, Pavarotti, or whatever he goes by, to the community. And I want this message to get out to him. I'd love to have you on panel and just kind of pick at your brain a little bit. Yeah, so I decided to investigate what he had said a little bit, and with some help from a couple of my subs last night. Well, I'll try to look up and last night's chat. I think it was one guy and one gal. I gave me the names and got me off and running today. So, and I pulled up some stuff. And so we're going to listen to what J. Embree'S had to say here yesterday, and then go from there. Okay. Again, hello to all my beautifuls. I wish I could talk to you, but I can't. I don't know who's out there, but I have an idea. I know who's out there. And you're all awesome people. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get on with the show here, because this is going to be a very interesting show, people. And he calls this the revealing, and we're going to watch about 10 minutes of it. All right. Here we go.
Well, a welfare check that the local police was doing on them. Yep, they were apparently, one of them was asleep in a car, so they went by with a welfare check to check them out. And turns out, well, they had a bunch of drugs on them and they got arrested. Now, what's weird is when I go over here to his arrest over in Oakland back in August, this other time, how was he arrested this time? What do you think? I'm going to let you guess on this one. Nope, you don't need to guess. It's the same thing. He was arrested on a welfare check. Yep, the police had to go over and check him out. I guess he was asleep in a car, and somebody told him something about it, and they had to go over there and check on him. Oh, turns out he had a whole bunch of drugs on him. Dang, welfare check, got him again. Isn't that weird? Coincidence, right? Now, how did that lady get arrested yesterday? Her and a different gentleman. Let's see how they got to them. Well, let's see. Oh, since they were on probation, a probation officer and a sheriff from Latah County went by to their house to do a welfare check and got them with everything with that welfare check. Well, they do some really good welfare checks up here in Latah County, don't they? Wow. I'd get a welfare check.
Isn't that something? A little before, I should have went a little before that, because it just keeps being this welfare checks with this couple, and they've been busted. I don't know how many times, but they've been busted a few times for trafficking and for like big amounts of like meth over pounds. You know what I'm saying? And they keep getting off and spending very little time in jail, and they always bust him with welfare checks. Back to the revealing.
They're liable to come out with the biggest charges you ever seen for somebody. That is very strange. Now, let me tell you how all this doesn't make any sense, and then I'm going to tell you my opinion on what this really is. Because you know how I have my opinions on things. A little inconsistency in this story. This is the arrest that sent the gentleman to prison for that whole year, they say. They say that somebody called and reported somebody slumped over in his car, and they went out to do a welfare check. Well, upon doing the welfare check, they seen paraphernalia in the back seat. So they went and obtained a search warrant to search that vehicle. And then upon searching the vehicle, they found all the drugs, and then therefore they arrested him. Now, I can read that and understand that this is all a smokescreen, every bit of it. Because if police come upon your vehicle, it doesn't matter what state you're in, what city you're in, what county you're in, they come across your vehicle and you're in there asleep and they look in your back seat and they see drug paraphernalia, guess what they don't need, folks? And guess what they're not going to waste time to go and get? A search warrant. Because they have probable cause the second that they see that. Those doors are coming open, they're coming out of there, and whatever's in that car is absolutely going to be admissible in court without a search warrant because they have probable cause. So that's how I know this story has been manipulated. The other reason I know this story has been manipulated is because nobody's going to get big drug charges, then get arrested again on drug trafficking charges. Now, you got to understand the terms here, drug trafficking. This is not like possession. It's not like possession with intent to deliver, which is very serious. No, drug trafficking is a whole different ballgame. You're talking long-term prison sentences with that one. And with a prior felony, to have a drug trafficking charge, you're gone. You're certainly not going to go get another drug trafficking charge and then get a year in the penitentiary. No, not possible. Ask anybody. Ask anybody that's ever been involved in law enforcement. Ask anybody that's ever been arrested for anything like that. Ask them what the charges are. Ask them what the sentences are. Ask them what's actually done, because it doesn't happen. The only way something like that happens is if you actually work for those law enforcement personnel. When I say work for them, I mean as a confidential informant. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I started talking about these confidential informants in Mr. Kohberger's case. I believe when I did that, and that's why I'm being very careful with this video, folks, because I believe when I did that, I got the word out. Other content creators followed my lead. They started questioning it as well. And they had to get the other confidential informant in this case off the street for their safety because they were in danger. The first informant, they've already got tucked away somewhere because they don't give you a year in prison for those types of charges. No, they tell everybody you're getting a year, and then they put you away somewhere and tell the people around you that you're in processing. You know, you're being protected. You're in danger. That gentleman is in danger, I'm sure. And then the young lady that they picked up yesterday on the magic same charges that she gets every time and the other gentleman gets every time. And she's sitting in that jail now with Mr. Kohberger, her and 13 other people. I don't even know that there's 13 other people in there. Heck, for all I know, it's just her and Kohberger. But I believe that since the content creators have got the word out there about the informant, I believe her life became really in danger. And I think everybody, let me just be careful of what I say. I think that they got her off the street. And how'd they do it? Same way they seem to do it every time, with a welfare check and some charges that don't seem to hold any water, and then they get them off the street and try to protect their name with those charges. Folks, we're on to something here. I don't want to use these folks' names, but I'm sure with all the information that I've just put out there, that you can get some of these other internet sleuths to really dive into this one, find out more about these two individuals. And for those of you out there that are the Kohberger never did it folks, I'm going to give you a carrot at the end of this, okay? That may be a carrot that you can latch onto because it may, in fact, could be the case. Now, let's take a quick look at a couple of individuals that I just happened to find on random websites and a couple of pictures of them. I mean, they may have nothing to do with this. They may have everything to do with it. I don't know. Just my speculation. Okay, so let's take two scenarios I'm going to give you here. Both of them are highly speculative, and they're just my opinion, and it's just me, thinking and talking out loud. But let's go back in time to, say, around September of 2022. Here's scenario number one. One of those young ladies' family members, or actually two of those young ladies' family members, we know had the charges that were getting reduced, probably gave somebody up in an organization, probably gave up a few folks in this organization. Well, let's say that first arrest was made on September 14th. And let's say that arrest was actually legit for a minute. Now, while he's in jail, we know it's not legit, folks, okay? I'm just kidding there. That arrest was made to protect that informant. They make arrests to protect their informants. Oh, he's getting arrested, so he must be okay. So they made that arrest to protect that informant. And they let that informant out on furlough. Sure. No, that informant got out with a job. They gave him a job. So go out and get on the street and try to figure out what's going down, because we know some things are going to be going down because we got a lot of stuff working with these people that are turning over other people. Well, I think he got out there on the street, and he was out from October 21st, 2022 to December 2nd. Well, during that time, he got out, and the lady with him got out and started talking to their people, and they found out about Mr. Kohberger, and they know what happened during the atrocity that occurred in Moscow, Idaho. They are the informants in this case that are being protected, that are in danger. That's my theory. Might be wrong. They might just be some normal old drug users. But here's theory number two. I showed y'all pictures of these folks just a minute ago, right? Well, I'm going to alter my
Let me tell you, folks, in Idaho, when you get busted with over a pound of meth and F pills and all this, and you only get a year, that isn't right in Idaho. Idaho will throw you away. They're hard on drugs in Idaho. But this couple keeps evading that for some reason. And I do believe Mr. Pavarotti is correct on his findings. Back to the revealing.
Entire theory for just a moment, just for you. Kohberger never did it, folks. Well, imagine that somebody set this guy up on September 14th, and he was arrested, him and his woman, on very serious charges. Imagine the person that set them up was a family member of one of those victims. Well, if that's the case, he's a fast talker. He actually talked that magistrate judge to giving him a furlough because he wanted to get out and go see a family member that was about to die. And when he got out of there on October 21st and then disappeared from law enforcement for a little over a month, Well, I would think that he would be a prime candidate because we're talking about right there in Moscow. Wouldn't he be a prime candidate for somebody to have gone by that house and committed that atrocity as payback? Now, you seen the picture I gave you of that gentleman just a minute ago. He was 43 years old at the time. I think he fits that description pretty good. I mean, he looks to me like he's roughly about 5'10", slender in build, but not athletic. His eyebrows start at one end, circle all the way to the top, and go down to the other end. So I could say could be bushy. And where was this guy at when he was absconded from the law from October 21st?
Okay. One thing you hear that he might be wrong is he thinks that maybe this couple is the one that did the deed instead of Mr. Kohlberger. But could it be possible they're playing both sides of the coin here? And what I mean by that is they're being an informant, okay, for the police department, for LE, or the FBI, or whoever, DEA, whoever, but also is giving information to the organization that he is involved in. Could it be that he gave information about somebody in that house to the organization he's working for? It might not be them that did the deed. What I'm saying is that he turned somebody in at that house. If it's DM, if it's whoever it is. I said the house might have been targeted. It might have been targeted. They don't care who it was that went down. Because a message is a message. So that's something to think about also. It doesn't have to necessarily be these two that did the deed. They could be playing both sides of the coin. Back to the revealing. Almost done here.
1st to December 2nd, right there in Moscow, Idaho, and had just been arrested for drug trafficking. Somebody had just set him up. I cannot make this stuff up, folks. I mean, it's crazy. You can see that I'm a little bit excited about this as I go through it. But once again, these are just my opinions. What I would like for all of you to do is get this video to all those other internet sleuths out there. Let them figure out who these people are and if they have anything to do with this case, because I already know. Once again, like, subscribe to the channel, and as always, Pavarotti's out.
So that's the video that's kind of causing a stir in my community, in my family. Now I'm going to show you who those people are. First, I want to, let me look here. Yeah, first I'll show you this, okay? All right, big country news. Julietta, I guess that's how you pronounce it, right? Julietta pair arrested for allegedly trafficking narcotics. And those are the people that he showed. There's no doubt about that. Oh, I got to blow that up or get my glasses. Okay, I got my glasses here, so I'm going to blow it up here a little bit. All right. So what we got here? 2 Julietta residents already on probation have been arrested for allegedly trafficking narcotics. The case began on Friday afternoon when a probation officer and a Latah County Sheriff's deputy conducted a residence check on 53-year-old Tanya Rhodes and 50-year-old Michael Burrows at their shared home on Main Street. Now, what he's saying is this is a setup. This is them getting them off the street because they're in danger. Okay. According to court documents, authorities allegedly found nearly 1.5 pounds of methamphetamine along with cocaine, pills, marijuana, and drug paraphernalia during a search of the home. Rhodes and Burrows were arrested on several charges, including felony drug trafficking and probation violations. Rhodes was arrested for drug trafficking in the fall of 2022 when she was found with a pound of meth in Moscow. The pair made their first appearance in Latah 2nd District Court in Moscow on Monday. You know, they skip over. You see how they did that? They skipped right over. Why didn't they say anything about this case right there? What the fuck is she doing on the streets when she was busted with 1 pound of meth in the fall of 2022? But they jumped right from that into the case now. You see that? The pair made their feet. You know what I mean? Where's the story on this right here? Why is she not in prison? That's 1 pound of meth. And in Idaho. Definitely something wrong with that picture. Definitely something wrong with that picture. I do agree with him after looking at everything that he's right in saying that they are more than likely than they're informants. Now, the house, 1122. Was Kaylee on to something? Were these two hired to take out people at that house? Or they could be playing both sides of the coin and they just reported to their organization that, let's say, Kaylee was talking. They would definitely, that organization would want to send a message and maybe take care of the person all at the same time. I've been, as you know, and you followed me, I've been back and forth on the drug thing. I still do not believe that those kids were involved in any drug dealings. I'm not speaking about the survivors, most notably one, but I am speaking of the 4. I do not believe they were involved in any dealings with narcotics, except maybe someone started talking to Ellie. And this couple could have relayed that on to the organization. That's another way to look at it. Let me show you pictures of these two. In jail. Here we go. Here's the Latah County, the people in jail in Latah County. Second person right there. Offense, trafficking, controlled substance. Probation violation. So this is a major thing. Even just this here is anybody that knows anything. If you have a probation violation, and I'm talking, you get busted again for trafficking, this guy's looking at 30 years. At least 20. Now, he's been busted for this shit before. And like Mr. Pavarotti or whatever said, they only got a year that one time for that. To me, that is totally ridiculous. And especially for Idaho. But I'll tell you what, in Minnesota, if you get busted for this right here, you're gone. You're fucking gone. You know, I mean, you that, or you got to do a lot of talking and turning in people. And then you become an informant. So you got Michael Burrows here. Michael James Burrows. Now, let's switch over here and see if I can find her here, or if I have to go up. But these are all the people. There's Brian right here. Murder 4 counts. Burglary 1 count. One, 4, 23. Okay, how do I get there again? This I do believe. Yeah, here we go. Right here. Tanya Maria Rhodes. Trafficking, controlled substance. Possession, controlled substance. Paraphernalia, use or possession. Probation violation, count 1. So here you got the same thing. If these people are informants, yeah, their lives are in huge danger, and that's probably why they got them off the street. Now, did they get them off the street right before stuff went down at 11/22? So there they are. Tanya Rhodes and Michael Burrows. It's a tough one to make a decision whether to run this or not, because I'm pretty sure he is correct in stating that these people are informants. What I'm saying is, I don't know if they're the ones that went in and did it, but they could be. Or, like I said, they're playing both sides of the coin and they turned them in. So there could be a drug element in this case. And that is up to my crime family to debate, discuss, and chat about. And you love chatting about this kind of stuff. So yeah, and so do I. I don't know if I'll be here or not. I am not live, and I might be in chat, I might not. I don't know when I'm going to. I don't really want to go into Pia's program going on right now. So I might, I don't know how I know when she's going to stop, but, and I want this to come out fairly soon. So I'm not sure when it's almost 4:30 here now. But I got some running to do, some running around to do. It's such a beautiful day out. I mean, it is awesome. Just beautiful sunshine. So I'm going to get out and do some things too. So I might be back. I might not. If not, you will all have a magnificent day. An evening coming up. Will I be on? I'm not sure. I'll have to ask him. Bart, am I going to be on? How about Fred? Okay, well, anyway, that's the show today, and I thought I'd better, it's a tough one to do when you could be putting somebody in harm's way. You know what I mean? But they're in there. The way I looked at it, they took them off the street. So see how it can work is they get this pound of meth and they're working on an investigation, right? They get the pound of meth, they call them, they say, okay, I got the pound of meth, blah, blah, blah. They come in, try to and make a bust, and they say welfare check, blah, 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 whatever. And they're now sitting in jail off the streets. And they get the pound of meth off the streets. And they have their informants covered. Anyway, yeah. That's the way that goes. Oh, boy. And until next time, my dear, dear family, I love you. My mods, my soul, my family, my heart. And until next time, rock and roll.
the breath that's true. I look to you and I see nothing. I look to you to see the truth. You live your life, you go in shadows. You'll come apart and you'll go black. Some kind of night into your darkness. Colors your eyes with what's not there. Fade into you. Strange you never knew. Fade into you. I think it's strange you never knew. A stranger's light comes on slowly. A stranger's heart without a home. You put your hands into your head and then smile.